Hi. So in this lesson, I'm going to tell you about the various operations that we can perform on our dictionary. Okay. So first of all, let's just take one dictionary. I'm going to give it a name that is dictionary one. You cannot use the name that is dict because that is a keyword. If you try to use it, it is going to give you the error. You cannot use keywords as variable names. Okay. So under dict one, I'm going to give some of the values. Let's say one. For one, I'm going to take the name, okay, and then two, I'm going to take age. Then under three, I'm going to take a roll number, okay, roll number. Then four, I'm going to take, let's say, marks, okay, marks. So now what I'm going to do, see, we have already discussed about dictionaries, okay. Now we have seen that we can print the whole dictionary by writing print one. So I can write like dict one. So it is going to print the whole dictionary for me. Okay, let's just clear the screen and let's just run it. So it is going to give me the whole dictionary. But suppose if I want to print only the age, if I want to print one specific value of my dictionary, how I can do that? I simply write that is print, okay, and inside bracket what I need to write, I'll write name of the dictionary, that is dict1, okay, and inside that I'm going to specify the key. Suppose I want to print only the key that is key, I want to print only the value which is having a key, that is 2. Okay, so let's just run this code and let's just see, it is giving me only age. Okay, let's just print the let's just comment this line and let's just run. So see, it is giving me only age. Now there is one another way of doing the same thing. I can do the same thing with the help of a function that is known as get function. How I can do that? I'm going to write the name of the dictionary dot get. Inside get, what parameter I'm going to pass, that is 2, the key whose value I want to print. Okay, so I am going to do the thing. Okay, so it is giving me the same thing. So these two lines are same. Either you can use get function or you can print that by specifying only the key value. You need not to specify the get function. Okay, next thing, if you want to print the length of the dictionary, okay, I want to print the length of dictionary. I mean how many pairs are existing in my dictionary, length of dictionary. So how you can do that? You have a function for that. There is len. Under len you are going to specify the name of the dictionary. Okay, so my dictionary name is dict2. I'm going to save this and here I'm going to run this. So length of the dictionary is 4. Now you can just notice we have 4 different pairs existing. Now it's not mandatory that since I have given it as integer, you can change it. You can have the value here as strings instead of integer. That doesn't make any difference to the length or to any other thing, right? So I can write b here, okay. I have given 2 values as string and 2 as integer. Let's just run. So it is giving the length as 4. Why? Because it is counting this as a pair. So this is one pair, this is the second pair, this is the third, and this is the fourth pair. Okay, so you can check the length of your dictionary. Okay, next we are going to discuss that in the previous lesson we have discussed about the delete function. Now here we are going to do the same thing but with the help of pop function instead of delete. Okay, what I'm going to write, I'm going to write print. Okay, inside print I'll write the name of the dictionary, that is dict1. Or first of all, let me delete my entry. Okay, that is dict1 dot pop. Okay, inside pop I want to delete the third. I want to delete an entry having the key, that is 3. Okay, and then I'm going to print, that is my dict. Okay, let's just print I'm going to print, that is dict1. I have given this dictionary the name, that is dict1. Okay, let's just save this and do one thing before making a pop. Let's just print it before that also. Okay, Control S, save this and now run this. So see, Before popping, it is giving you A, B, 3, 4. After popping, it is giving you A, B and 4 only. Okay. So this is the pop function which is behaving same like your delete function. Okay. Similarly, you can use delete function or you can use pop function. That is entirely your choice. There is no such specification. Okay. Now I'm going to make this as a comment and we are going to create copy. We are going to copy one dictionary into another. Okay. So now we are going to create, see, usually what happens, suppose if A is having a value that is 9, I want B to have the same value. I can simply write B is equals to A. But in case of dictionary, this is not possible. Okay, why? Because we have number of pairs inside dictionary. We don't have one single value. If we have only one value, then it would be very easy for us to assign, like using assignment operator. But if we have more than one values, we cannot do it like this. Okay. So in order to do that, what I need to do, I can do that in two different ways. Okay. How? First of all, I'm going to use a function which is known as copy function. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to write that is new underscore dictionary is equals to dictionary 1. Okay, I'm going to save it and I'm going to print the two messages, that is original dictionary. Okay, original dictionary, and I'm going to give this some spaces. Here I'm going to write down that is dictionary 1. Okay, so same line I'm going to copy it and I'm going to write down copied dictionary. Okay, copied dictionary. And which one is the copied dictionary? That is new underscore dictionary 1. Okay, I'm going to save this and I'm going to run this. So see, it is going to give me the same dictionary. Okay, now what is the drawback of copying one dictionary to another using this assignment operator? Let's just see that. What is the drawback? Suppose if I try to add a new value in my dictionary 1, that is the original dictionary. Okay, suppose if I'll write that is dict1 and inside bracket I am writing a new key that is 5 and I am giving it a value. Let's say I'm giving the value that is country. Okay, and now I'm again going to print these two things. Okay, so here you can write original dictionary before updation. Okay, and here you can write before updation and here you can write after updation. Okay, okay, now save it and run it. See, I have made the changes only in dictionary 1, not in this new dictionary. But if I have copied the dictionary with the help of equality assignment operator, then the changes would be reflected in the copied dictionary as well. Why? Because we have created a reference. Okay, so this is the drawback. Let's just run this and let's just see. See, now 5 is coming in both of the dictionaries, in original as well as in copied. But I have made an entry only in the original dictionary. So this is the drawback of creating a copy of a dictionary using equality or assignment operator. Okay, so in order to avoid that, what we can do, instead of copying it like this, we can make use of one function which is known as copy function. Okay, how we can do that? I'll simply write new underscore dictionary is equals to, now whose copy you want to create, that is of dictionary 1 dot copy. Okay, and I'm going to save this. Let's First of all, and we are going to do the same thing that we have done here. We are going to make all the changes and then see. We have created the new dictionary with the help of copy. Okay, and after that we have printed the original dictionary. We have made the changes in the original dictionary, and now we are checking whether the changes has been reflected to both the dictionaries or onto the single dictionary. Okay, let's just run this. Now see, there is no entry of, let me just clear the screen and let me just again execute it so that you can thoroughly see it. See, now there is a change in the original dictionary in which I have made the change. I have added 5 entry, okay, but there is no change in the copied dictionary. But if I was making a copy with the help of assignment operator, then both the dictionaries are having the same change. Okay, so this is the difference if I am creating a copy with the help of copy operation, or if I am creating a copy with the help of assignment operator. Okay, now if even if you don't want to use this copy operation, copy function, what you can do, you have another way of doing that. How you can do that? You simply write new underscore dictionary is equal to, I'm going to make use of dict function, dictionary function. Okay, inside that I'm going to write dictionary 1. I'm going to save this. Okay, I'm not going to make the use of copy. Then I'm going to run. Okay, the same thing is there. So that means even if you are using copy or even if you are using dictionary, that is same. But if you are doing using equality or assignment operator, then that will make a difference. Okay, so this is all about your dictionaries. So I have tried to cover all the possible functions, all the possible aspects of dictionary. But still, if you have any doubt, any query, you can post your question and I'll definitely revert back. And in the next lesson, we are going to discuss about the sequential data type of Python. Okay, so in the next lesson, we'll be discussing about the concept of nested dictionaries, which means dictionary inside a dictionary. Okay. Thank you.